What's up, Relentless Goal Achievers? Welcome back to another episode of the Relentless Goal Achievers podcast. If you're watching me on YouTube, I want to say thank you because our viewership on YouTube skyrocketed last month. The other thing, if you're watching me on YouTube and you're wondering, why is your background purple, Eric? Well, originally I'm from Baltimore. I'm in Florida now, and my Ravens are going to be playing Houston Texans this weekend in the divisional round of the playoffs. So I'm sporting Purple Friday here in sunny, not so sunny Florida these days. Real quick, yesterday I met with a woman, right? And so she's an entrepreneur. She has a side hustle, but she also has a job. So we started talking and I asked her, what's your dream? She said, my dream is to go full time in my side hustle. I said, great. What will need to happen for you to be able to do that? She said, well, if I can double the income that I'm making there now, I can walk away from my job. Like, awesome. I said, let me ask you something. How much time do you spend thinking about how to double your income in your side hustle? She kind of looked at me and she's this puzzled look. And she came to this realization. She's like, I really don't think about it. I said, And here's the realization that we should all have. Everything in this world started out as an idea. Like Joe Dispenza says that people think 60 to 70,000 thoughts every single day. And most of those thoughts are the same thoughts they thought yesterday. That's insane. We can think on purpose. So at any given time, you can sit down and say, well, what are some ways I can double my income? And if you're in sales, you can just start listing out, well, I can attend more events. I can host more seminars. I can call more people. I can up my price. I can go sell something to people who have already bought from me. And so you can start thinking of ways, but until you start thinking of ways, probably you will not take the action. So an idea and thought is the first step for you to attain and achieve anything that you want in life. Yet most of us don't schedule time to think. We don't think that thinking is going to help us. And the reason why I'm on this thinking kick is in our Relentless Goal Achievers elite community, we're going through Think and Grow Rich right now through the lens of entrepreneurship and sales. And I'm getting so many nuggets and just ideas and clear understanding of not just what to think, but how to think. It's an amazing book. If you haven't read it, highly recommend it for you. But here, what I want to share with you is that if that woman that I met with truly believed that it was possible for her to double her income and leave her job, right? Leave that security behind, she would have been thinking about it. So belief really drives behavior. Now, our thoughts can influence our belief, and our belief definitely influences our thoughts, but both of those influence the actions that we take. And so today, what I want to talk to you about is that if you are not getting results that you want in certain area of your life, maybe it's in your relationship, maybe it's in your business, in your sales, maybe it's in your health, whatever it is, chances are you have a belief issue. It's about your BS, your belief system, right? And most of the time, we don't even know that it's there. We don't know what the program is that's running us at a subconscious level. It's that same program that drives your car, right? Like, think about, have you ever driven somewhere and just don't remember how you got there? Is that subconscious part of us that really is just driving that car. Once we became comfortable with driving, when we first started driving, it wasn't like that, right? Like I started driving and I'm like, the hands are on 2 and 10 and I'm checking all the mirrors and I'm making sure left and right signals work and I'm doing a speed limit. But, a few months go by and I got the hang of it. Now I'm eating a cheeseburger. I'm talking on the phone, driving, music blasting, right? All at the same time. And somehow I get to where I need to go safe. Is that subconscious part of it. The same part that brushes our teeth. Chances are you don't remember brushing your teeth this morning. Same part of us that drinks our coffee. You get the point. So we have a subconscious programming. And the way it became programmed is through our experiences, through our family, through our environment as we're getting older. Now, some of the things that served us as we were growing up probably don't serve us now as adults, yet they're still there. Like, never talk to strangers. I mean, if you're in business, you better go talk to some strangers, and there's beliefs like that still exist deep down inside. Rich people are a-holes. If you grew up in an environment like I did where it was communism, and the only people who were rich are the government who are oppressing and controlling people, then I'm probably going to grow up thinking the rich people are crooks and they're not good people. And if I grow up with that belief and there's another part of me that wants to get wealthy, the program won't allow it because it doesn't want me to be an a-hole, right? You get the idea here. So how do we take the steps to reprogram ourselves? I'm going to give you 3 quick steps here. Number 1, we have to make the unconscious conscious. You have to really understand what is it that you say to yourself and what your belief is. At some point this week, if you're really serious about your personal growth, if you're tired of setting goals and then not achieving them, like the way I was at one point was like a rocket ship, okay? I'd have this idea, I would take off, I would just start doing things, get it in motion, and then at some point I just fizzled out. It's like a fuse went off, and it would happen every single time, and it would happen exactly at the time for me to promote myself. It was time for me to go sell it. I didn't believe that people would like me, and I had this huge need for people to like me that I wouldn't put myself out there. God forbid I put my product or service or anything out there and somebody doesn't like me. In my mind, that means something to me. It doesn't mean anything to me now, but back then it did, and it would prevent me from putting my business out there, promoting myself, getting out and speaking to people about me. As I work with entrepreneurs these days, that's a challenge with many people. Many people tell me, hey, Eric, I could go sell a product any day and I'm a great salesperson. But when it comes time to sell myself, I struggle with it. Well, that's because there's a belief that's buried in it. And until very deep down in our subconscious mind, and until we figure out what that is, pull it out, play with it, reason with it, and install a new belief, it will forever rule our life. And so the first step is making the unconscious conscious. What is it that you believe? So if you are serious about your personal growth, I would take out a piece of paper, maybe not now, maybe after this episode, and write down what you believe about yourself. Write down the negative self-talk, any judgments that you may have about yourself throughout the day. I want to start a business. Oh, you can't do that. Oh, you're too dumb. You could never write a book. You could never. Do you ever tell yourself, oh, I'm so bad, terrible at remembering names? Like that might be a belief for you, but it doesn't serve you, right? So I would write all these down. Next thing I would do is create an alternate belief of that, right? So first, you know exactly what you're saying about yourself that doesn't serve your greater good. And the next step is you create your new truth, right? The fact is that, your facts are not your truth. The facts are that you might suck at something now, but the truth is that you're fully capable of learning anything in this world. If we get stuck on a belief that we can't learn something new, we'll never try to learn something new. So I would literally sit there and say, okay, my belief is that I suck at blank. Well, the truth is, my fact is not my truth. For the truth is that everything I'm good at now, at one point, I sucked in my life at. I had to work at it. I had to learn. I had to practice to get good at it. So this is just another one of those things that if I stick with and do more often, I will get good at it, whether that's cold calling, closing business, whatever that may be for you. Just know that your past does not equal your future, and you can change and create a whole new future. So first thing is, we're going to bring up our beliefs, our negative talk. What are we saying about ourselves? We're going to see what that is. Second thing is we're going to create a different version of that for ourselves. And third thing is to reprogram our subconscious mind. You have to do it through auto-suggestion and repetition. So in the mornings when you wake up, read your new list. I believe that I am fully capable of blah, blah, blah. I believe that I'm fully capable to do X, Y, Z. Read that list. And as you read that list, picture yourself as that person. And when you show up, you'll start showing up as this new version of yourself. Hey, I hope this helps you. By the way, this is the type of thing I work with entrepreneurs and sales professionals with all the time. In our Relentless Goal Achievers community, we have 3 calls every single week. One of those calls, we're doing book studies for the whole year. So now we're going through Think and Grow Rich. And if you can't make the calls live, they're all recorded. And then twice a week, I hop on a Zoom where people hop in and I'm their thinking partner and coach. And any challenges that they have, I'm happy to go through that with them. In addition, there are 5 times every single month, there's an opportunity to have me on a one-to-one basis as your coach if you want to dive a little bit deeper. So if you're looking for a place where you're surrounded by growth-minded, excited entrepreneurs, where you can learn, where you can get unstuck, get out of your own way, reprogram your subconscious mind so that you can get the results you finally want. Our Relentless Goal Achievers Elite Communities for you. It's only $97 a month. And I truly believe that you would fit in and absolutely love what we do in there. Anyway, if you're interested, shoot me a PM, or we'll leave a link in the description that you can go learn more about it. And I wish you a happy, amazing day. Let's go Ravens. Bye, everybody. We'll see you on the next episode.